Rovers kick off their campaign up against West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns. And of course, following after that, we take on Moneybags Birmingham City. But just how many points will Blackburn Rovers get in those first round of matches? We're going to take a little look next. Hi folks, back once again with another video. Today we take a look at the first sets of games, that's right, for Blackburn Rovers. How many points, just how difficult will it be for Blackburn Rovers in the opening campaign of the Championship? We'll get into it, all of it in a second. Big shout out to the members and the patrons, you know who you are. And again, if you're new, where have you been? Smash your subscribe, your one-stop shop for Blackburn Rovers, Championship football, world football. We're going to all hear under John Eustace. Now, before we take a deep dive into those opening round of matches, I'm going to hand you over to Eddie to talk all things away day travel, including that West Bromwich Albion game. Eddie, tell them all about it.
Ewan Eddie here with some news on our brand new scheme we're looking to implement in the 2025-2026 campaign. What is it? Well, it's affordable away day travel. That's right, us at Blackburn Rovers Seas hope to implement this brand new scheme for each and every one of the away days taking place in the upcoming campaign. Right now, we're just in the planning stages and we want to know if you are interested in away day travel for the upcoming season. Now, what I need you to do now is, of course, go to this link on the screen right about now. It's a QR code, or maybe drop down in the old description to follow the URL and fill out your name and, of course, maybe some contact information that we can reach out to you when we are 100% committed. Just a reminder that this is just the planning stage of this service. Nothing is 100% as of yet. But the more numbers and the names that we get down in the next few weeks, then, of course, then we'll have the ability to make this happen for you guys. Again, looking at what's available at the moment, this does look like an affordable option if we can get the support from you guys. And again, it's just a fantastic way for you to support the channel in another way. Back to you, Dirk, in the studio.
Appreciate that, Eddie. Of course, now let's take a deep dive into those opening round of matches and see how many points the guys think we'll get when, of course, kickoff comes around.
Our opening round of matches. Here they are in all its glory. And what do we think? What do we think? If hopefully you've had a chance to see it. If not, you can have a look at it right now. These are the fixture lists. We kick it all off with West Brom away. Then we take on one of their better rivals, Birmingham, back at Ewood on the 16th of August. I'm skipping that Bradford game, but it's an important game, but still. Then it's Hull City, then it's Norwich, and that completes the month of August. So we have got, I don't know, how would we rate that out of 10? 10 being difficult, 1 being not so difficult. Jacob, so you need to get some airtime. Come on, what do you think on this?
I think I'd probably give it a 6. I don't think it's going to be walk in the park by any means, but I think Birmingham, newly promoted side at home, they walked that league, to be fair, as you would have expected them to. But I'd fancy us to take the points against them at home. Norwich, it won't be a pushover, you'd think, but again at home, I think I'd still back us to get the points for them lot. Hull obviously had a poor end to last season. I'm not sure what they've done in the transfer market a lot now, but if they're anything like they were last season, again, we should be getting at least a point at the minimum. West Brom on first day will definitely be a test, but I've just got to hope that we obviously start the season strong as we have done for quite a while now. We've done well on that opening fixture for the past few years after having that horrendous run for years of never winning on the opening day. So we'll have to see.
Let's hope it continues. 3 of the 4 teams that we play will all have new managers. What's that bearing, do you think, Denver, for the opening day or opening month?
It's one of those things where it's hard to call. Opening day, everyone's on a level playing field in terms of the unknown. But I think it's... I mean, Birmingham, everyone's really terrified of it. It's going to be hard. It depends what the players they bring in, I see them very similar to, I know they've broken the points record in League One, but you've got the likes of, when Wigan came up, they were champions and they never really broke in. I think everyone sees the Ipswiches of this past few seasons, and they've gone straight up, or your Sheffield United to have really gone in and made an impact. But I mean, I think they'll be very good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they're going to be any pushovers, and I've got a few friends who are Birmingham fans as well, but I think they're going to be it depends who we bring in, who they bring in. There's a lot of the transfer window to go until that game, and it's going to be an interesting with the different managers and the manager merry-go-round. Some teams will get off flyers, some teams are going to be a shock. But looking at the opening fixtures, what do I think?
Mark said, like, if you were say 10 being hard, 1 being easy, how would you rate our opening 4 games? Would you think it's like
I mean,
miserable?
I'd say a 7. Or are we include all the way to Stoke? Yeah, we're going to October.
No, just
Four.
the first 4, the first month.
I'd say 6, 7. I mean, West Brom are no pushovers. Birmingham are coming up and wanted to make an impact, and no one wanted them really first, and we've got them second. Yes, we're at home, but it's not going to be a fun game, especially where everyone is expecting us to be. That's important to consider, of course, because if you're a Birmingham player looking outside in, oh, we're struggling, we're going to be down there, where we're going to be, we're not got John Eustace, all these players want to leave, all the turmoil, blah, blah, blah. It will play an effect on the game. Norwich, they're hopeful they're going to have a better season than last season, got a new manager, signing some good players. Ipswich just come down from the Premier League. It's not going to be a fun opening. Depending on, we might win all the games and we'll be, one of them. But I definitely think this is a lot easier than our last few games.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at those miserable back. And that's the thing, when the going gets tough at the end of the season and we need those points to either stay up or go up, it's going to be a slog. Jonty, what's your take on those first 4? Do you, looking at
Yeah, it's the unknown, isn't it? It's West Brom this time. Well, last season they were beatable, and we did beat them quite convincingly. To be fair, Birmingham coming up from League One, you'd think, yeah, we'll put them back in the box. Hull City shite last season, so we'll beat them. And Norwich City again, pretty shite. So based on last season, then yeah, you'd be quietly confident. But I think the reality is West Brom, new manager, we're away from home. I don't think Blackburn Rovers do very well on the away game, first away game of the season. The first game of the season when it's away from home. Anyway, I might be stand corrected. I only remember. I don't know. I might be speaking complete bollocks, but I think we beat Everton away about 12, 13 years ago, if not a little bit longer, and that was a bit of a surprise to everybody. Actually, no, we went to Swansea not that long ago. First game under young Dale Thomason, we won there 3-0, didn't we? So
that was our second game, though. I think it wasn't the opening.
Oh, was it our second game? Anyway,
I was meant to go to that game, and I was coaching against Cardiff, and then the Cardiff coaches were like, "Oh, well, because you've come all this way, we'll play another hour." And I remember going, "I've got a ticket to go watch Blackburn play. Don't do this now." And I missed the game. We won 3-0.
You didn't miss anything. That was honestly, I walked off that game, and everybody, all the Rovers fans were like in disbelief, saying, "Did we really just win that?" I know it looks a convincing scoreline, but it was kind of like I was walking past Swansea fans going, "Sorry." You know what I mean? I was so tentative. Say again.
It was a Hedges masterclass that game.
Yeah.
One of one.
Yeah.
JDT masterclass.
It was a JDT. It was a JDT game, and I just thought, oh my god, how have we won that game? I will never know. We had sort of 2 breaks, and the other one wasn't even a break. But anyway, other than that, we got dominated. But West Brom, new manager, Birmingham, high hopes for them this season. Hull City. Changed the manager. I think that's not through their choice. And then Norwich City, they've got your man from Bristol City anyway. So no, I think it's a tough start. I think it's a 7 out of 10. But again, we need to manage Blackburn Rovers' expectations in terms of the fans, because what's an acceptable point tally from that? Let's say nothing from West Brom, 1 point from Birmingham, 1 point from Hull, and 1 point from Norwich. So if we got 3 points in that, there'll be all hell that break loose in the stand, and it'll be, Benke's out and Ishmael and all of that. So, but let's be clear now. They're 4 pretty tough games for me. They're a 7 out of 10 for me. I think if we had Charlton.
Do you think not winning one of those first 4 games would be acceptable, Jonty? Because I think we should be winning at least one of those 4.
No, I agree. 100%. I think we should be winning 2 if I'm being honest. I think we should be winning 2 of those. But what I'm saying is, if we only got 3 points out of the first four games, no matter if it's 1 win and 3 losses or 3 draws, whatever, that'll start open up a really, really torrid time, or all that unrest in the stands. So it's important we get off to a really good start. But I'm just calling out, I think those 4 games are pretty tough games, given, because you know what Rovers fans are like. They'll look at a bit like what I said. West Brom were beatable away from home because we did it last season, so the logic is there. Birmingham just come up, so yeah, we should be beating those. Hull City was shite last season, so were Norwich. So Rovers fans will be thinking, yeah, we should be getting 10 points out of that. So, I'd love it if that happened, but Charlton away, Swansea at home, Stoke at home. Yeah, I'd expect 9 points out of those, to be honest with you, even in the current climate sort of thing. So, but I think the first 4 games are tough games. I think Watford, the great unknown, Ipswich, I think are going to be tough. If you look at the squad that they've got, even your likes of Sammy Schmodix and your little man in midfield as well. It's a tough guy. What's his name? What's that little? He kept Travis out when he came back from injury. What's his name?
Oh, I don't know. I think he might be.
Morsey?
Yeah, Morsey. Yeah, that's
that
him.
shithouse merchant.
Yeah, he's good player though. To be fair, you've got the likes of, you've got the quality and the caliber of that kind of player. So I think, well, you'll all will be revealed shortly, but I think, yeah, Ipswich will, I wouldn't say walk the league. Here's my biggest statement of tonight. I think the champions will be one of the lowest championship point tally this season. You watch, some dickheads will get 120 points and I'll end up eating my words for them. Well, no, but no, I honestly think this is a really, really, really tough league this season. We say it season in, season out, but the 3 that come up normally are going to struggle. We just need to be better than 3 other teams in that league. Honestly, you look at some of the teams and all the managerial changes, all the merry goes round. I'm thinking, shit, this league's just got even more serious than what it normally is.
Yeah, good point. So that was the start of the thing. This is the end of the season, and it is pretty grim when you look at it. We got the final game: Leicester at home. We got Southampton away, Sheffield United away, Coventry at home, and we got a cold night at Stoke, or probably cold day at Stoke anyway. So pretty grim at the end of the game. Yeah.
That's a really crap running as well, considering Coventry are a bogey team, and then after that you've got 3 sides who will all be going for automatics or playoffs, you would think.
Well, you say that, right? Here's the thing. I'm not convinced. The last 4 games, Coventry home, Sheffield United away, Southampton away, and Leicester City at home. This is going to be a big statement, but I think I prefer those 4 to start than I would to end. Coventry, I think, will be a threat under Lampard. Okay, so won't take any points out of that. Sheffield United, your man's gone now, so they could be a completely different proposition than what they have been in the past. Southampton, for me, if they haven't come good again, change your manager. If they've not come good by Christmas, I think they could struggle. And Leicester City, it's a bit of the unknown anyway, isn't it? Because they've just got rid of Ruud van Nistelrooy. I think Sean Dyche is being bandied around there, so God only knows what that could be. But Leicester City could have nothing to play for the last game of the season. But for me, I think I would take the last 4 games, prefer them at the start, to be fair. I think we've got more of a threat at the start.
Yeah. I could see that, and I think the Leicester, there's talk of a points deduction as well. So
12 points. Yeah.
Thanks again, guys, for your insight into these opening round of matches. And again, if you want to help us out, please get involved with the away day travel. Of course, there should be a link down below. And speaking of links, Eddie's got another one talking about 150 Blackburn Rovers memories. Eddie, tell them all about it.
Hey, with Eddie back once again, but this time I don't want your money. No, I want your name, your voice, your Rovers memories. That's right. We started a social media project over on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, showcasing 150 Blackburn Rovers memories. I've asked fans from around the globe to drop their Rovers memories, but of course I need more of them. That's right. 150 is a big number, and we need some more, and that's where you come in. That's right. Whether it's the best player, best goal, best shirt, best moment in regards to Blackburn Rovers, I want to hear about it. So if you want want to do that, again, follow that link. There is also one down in the description, and drop it in there. Of course, that memory will be featured over on Twitter on a day of its own, and then, of course, together in a master video when we drop it on November the 5th to celebrate Blackburn Rovers' 150th anniversary. So please do me a favour and drop your Rovers memory. But anyway, once again, back to Dirk to wrap up the show.
Appreciate that, Eddie, and appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe, smash like wherever you are around the world. We've got a non-stop shot here for Blackburn Rovers, and we're looking forward to a busy old campaign right here at Ewood Park. That's right. But until then, I'll see you soon when we return. Until then, we're done.